Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's... Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing really well. Today, I am filming a reading. Stay tuned. This one's going to be pretty interesting. Pretty freaking interesting. I've had a lot of downloads come in the last few weeks. I had an abduction experience. Well, not really abduction. I'll explain here in a minute. I had an ET experience, a big one, a big one, and even following after. So you'll want to stay tuned for this video. If you were drawn to this video, this reading is going to be for you, and these messages, at least one of them, is going to be for you, if not more. So the message I got right away is this opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Don't let it go. So you know that song by Eminem, but these were the two lines that stood out and that came through before I was like even channeling some of this information is this opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Don't let it go. One of the downloads that came through was with angel numbers, but these numbers I've spoken about before on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to bring them up again because this came through very strongly, is numbers like 414, 717, 515, 212. These are called bridger numbers. And what does this mean? This means, like, for example, in 414, the 1 is the bridge. The mirror numbers to each other are the 44. In between is the bridge. So like the 1 is a bridge between the mirror numbers or mirroring numbers on either side of it. And mirrors represent portals. So they represent, the 1 represents the bridge between the worlds or the bridge between the portals. So it's kind of like a rainbow bridge, the 1 is behaving as, and the palindrome numbers or the mirror numbers are the numbers on either side of it. These numbers, when you see them, are very, very powerful. And if you haven't started seeing them yet, since I am a galactic activating portal, you will start seeing them soon. Especially if you were drawn to this video, especially if you're, you know, a light worker or a starseed. Okay, and another message that I got is the numbers are a big deal here. So if you're drawn to numerology or anything like that, or even if you're not, just to be aware that the numbers that you're going to start seeing are going to be speaking or communicating to you different languages and in different ways than you have normally perceived them or seen them before. This is like a new branch off of consciousness that has recently been awoken within the collective consciousness that I've been able to kind of document by receiving what others have messaged me recently. Okay, so keep that in mind. So another message that I got is license plate numbers that you're seeing are actually coordinates sometimes. And so one of the ones that I had seen recently was 2231. 22 latitude, 31 longitude. It was 2231. It stood out to me because I saw it on March 22nd, which is 223 backwards. And when I entered it, after I received this download, it was actually after one of my friends had reached out to me that she had recently gone to Egypt. I entered this in after receiving the download, after talking with her that she had gone to Egypt, and it took me directly to Ardeen, Egypt. So if you see like 4 numbers specifically, you're going to want to pull those numbers up, even if it's an angel number, even if it's 1111. Just trust what you're drawn to. You have to kind of just go with it. You have to go with your gut and trust what you're drawn to, trust what you're being told. You may be receiving completely different downloads from me. That is perfectly good too. But you're going to want to start kind of implementing your own meanings for these reoccurring numbers or these reoccurring themes. So that way you have something to kind of base the numbers off of. You have like a generalized idea. And these are open to change, of course. But this is going to help point you towards some big puzzle pieces and clues. Okay. So another message that I received having to do with numbers is that you will start to notice number synchronicities that you've been seeing for the past 6/7 years show up in your natal chart. I recently had this happen where I was seeing reoccurring numbers that I've been seeing for like the last 6 or 7 years. Specifically, they said 6 or 7 years that you know of, that you know what these numbers are. A big one for me, for example, is 43. That is the year of Nikola Tesla's death. That showed up big time in my natal chart. 22, you know, I've been speaking on 22 for a very long time, having to do with ship communication. That shows up in my chart. The number 23 that I recently found out, thanks to my friend Janet, that is 1023 is my mom's time of birth. And when she was drawn to the Mary Magdalene Gospel of 10 verse 23, it had to do with anastasis, which I was getting Anastasia, and anastasis in Greek means resurrection. So it's the resurrection of this like Magdalene and Christ consciousness. Okay, so that's what 23 represents. Yeah, 23 shows up a ton in my natal chart, a ton. All these numbers, okay? It's really important to start documenting these things, or at least notating them in your mind or writing them in the notes of your phone, so that way you have like an idea of what you've been receiving. Because I have solved so many puzzle pieces this week that it's literally mind-blowing to me, because I've simply received these downloads and I took them verbatim. I took them seriously and I wrote them down and documented them. Okay, so yeah, these are my notes. It's a lot, but we're going to go over it and it's really cool. Another message that my friend Janet had received also is that the numbers have to do with scriptures in the Bible. Okay, so that 1023 one is just an example of that. So if you've been seeing license plate numbers and you're drawn to look it up in the Bible, or you see the number like on a page in a book and you're drawn to like a certain sentence or paragraph in that book, like trust it, document it, write it down along with the date that you received that download. I kind of wish I would have written down the dates that I received these downloads, but it's going to help you solve puzzle pieces later on, okay? So it's not all for nothing. Like, these are clues. This is like the Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb trail. This is like Dorothy walking upon the yellow brick road, like literally leading to an open-minded heart consciousness awareness, okay? Another thing is angel numbers also equal light years. So if you know my friend Kaylin, I recently posted some videos on my channel of some very like really deep channel messages that she had personally channeled for me. That really made a lot of sense. That really resonated for me. And a number that she keeps receiving is 444. 444, 444. And she keeps sending me this. And I maybe had seen it like a few times before talking with her, but not so much until after talking with her. And then I've been seeing it nonstop. And I'm telling you, people messaging me this number on Instagram, emailing me, writing comments. I mean, it's been nonstop, 444. 84 just now showing up on my TV, which 8 is 2 4s with a 4 next to it is 444. I can't make this shit up. So I'm talking with my friend Janet and she goes, you know, she was delivering some really important information to me, and she's like, you know,
what number is very, very, very prominent for me, and I know it's kind of in the collective at the moment as well, is 444. The Pleiades are 444 light years away from Earth.
444. Did you know that the Pleiades is 444 light years from Earth? Yep, folks. The Pleiades is 444 light years from Earth. 444. The same day, I had at least 2 or 3 people message me 444. I can't make this shit up. I really wish I could. But I can't. So technically the Pleiades is 444.2 light years from Earth. And then I was looking up some other things. The magnitude is 1.6 to the sixth. And the dimensions of voltage is 110, which is also 11. And then I was like looking up some other ones. Another thing that my friend Janet had mentioned is on her trip is she had seen something having to do with King David. And if you guys remember me seeing the numbers on my floor, on my carpet over here from the sun shine on my floor, made Hebrew numbers or letters. And the one main one was like 717, or what looked like the number 7 and a 1. Well, 717 showed up under this plaque of where she had been in Egypt having to do with King David. And then when she asked what that number represented, or what those letters represented, everyone told her that they actually represent a number. 717 in Hebrew is equal to 616. It means 616. Again, Bridger number. And she had received a message, something to do with that. So very, very cool. I pulled up some other ones. The Orion Nebula is 1,344. Hyades is 151.1. Aldebaran is 65.23. There's that 23 again. Alcyone is 443.6. There's that 43 again. Sirius is 8.611. There's 11. Crab Nebula is 6,523 light years. Whirlpool is 23.6. There's that 23. And then Andromeda Galaxy is 2.537 million years. You add the 2 plus the 5 plus the 3 plus the 7, you get a 17. The 1 plus 7 is an 8. You tilt the 8 on its side, you get infinity for the Andromeda Galaxy. So really cool. Pleiades is 444. Andromeda is infinite. Jupiter's light years is 550.24 million. There's a 55. Milky Way expands 1.9 million. Okay, so with a precision of 1400, which makes me think of the 144. So yeah, it's really interesting. So just take note of this. Like if you see like numbers, like just start experimenting and like making your kind of own cocktail, if you will, of definitions or what these numbers represent for you. Another thing that's quite interesting that I actually discovered real time is I was going on the CIA website, cia.gov, and you can enter in the search bar under the CIA on the Google. I was pulling up declassified documents on the CIA website. And a day before that, the train's going to find emphasis from Spirit. The day before that, I was talking with a friend. They asked me if I could read their aura colors. I read them as yellow, blue, and green. I'm on the CIA declassified website. The first, I entered something and I can't remember exactly. I have it on my phone. I'll enter it here if I can find it. The first article that I'm drawn to, I click on it. It says yellow, blue, and green. It's someone literally, it's a prior test subject, which is actually us as humans. They utilize humans to psychically remote view or bilocate into different locations to uncover criminals or criminal activity or any kind of like security. Like they're all based on fear, and they have to utilize us to access their psychic gifts. Our psychic gifts, they have to access through us because they don't have the ability to do the things that we do. Otherwise, they would just do it themselves. And this is very obvious, which shows how much more powerful we are than them, actually. But anyways, the first article I'm drawn to, yellow, blue, green. I'm like, huh, okay. I see you. I see you. I know you see me, but I see you. I see you. So I pull it up. I see that. Then I saw some other things, which is the same, along the same lines of what I had been talking about the day prior, literally, word for word, word for word. And I'm like, okay, CIA, I see you freaking spying on me. So I know you're spying on me. Well, I'm spying on you. I'm spying on you. Yeah, I'm exposing them big time. Big time. I have been. I will continue to do so. I'm not scared. I'm not like them. I'm not like afraid and needing to control everything around me. So, anyways, another thing on their article, the same one that I was reading, it said something about time shuffling twice. This person had written, and that was like obtaining psychic information or psychic messages for the CIA. And so I'm like, time shuffling. And I'm like, oh, it's interesting. So literally, they're spying in real time, but they're presenting and configuring their records and their articles to past times. So, for example, yesterday's or the day that I viewed that article, it was from the year 1945. However, it was exactly what I had said verbatim, word for word, the day prior in 2023. They're utilizing this. Do you see? It's like falsifying records, basically, to make you believe that it's not in congruency with what you're saying, because they like don't want you to know that they're spying on you, but like literally it's all right there. Literally, that's what they're doing. So they are doing time shuffling. And it was interesting that that was even like exposed to my conscious awareness while viewing that article in fucking real time. So, if you happen to come across any kind of articles that are declassified on the CIA website that literally are saying what you had said or thought a day prior or even like a week prior, but they're dated from like the past, like maybe the 1920s even. I don't think it went earlier than the 1940s, but if they did, then either way, you know that they are literally transfiguring these things to make you think that they are not synchronistic when they actually are. It's falsifying records, basically. So, yeah, I have proof of that. Real time. That happened real time to me. So, yeah, that's another thing. So, pay attention. Pay attention to everything that you're viewing and don't disregard anything, even if it says it's from the future, from the past, from the present, wherever it says it's from, because you know your truth and you know what's actually going on. And we already know that they're spying on us. So, yeah, had to mention that. All right, I'm going to be having another video coming up too where I'll be talking about more of this. I also, hold on one second, guys. Grab my cards. I also recently had an ET experience. I'll enter the date here because I can't remember right now. but it was only a few days ago. And I wasn't the only one that had this. It was shared with another person that they had the same freaking experience happen at the exact same time as me. And I found out the day afterwards from one of my sisters. So I was laying there at night. It was 4 a.m. in the morning. And I was in and out of sleep. I saw this bright light that looked like when I've seen UFOs before. Like it literally looked like that. I'll show you. Looked just like this. Okay. UFO. And if you've seen them in the sky and you scroll into them, if you've done it before, you know they look like that. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I see this very bright light. It gets brighter, brighter, brighter. It's probably the brightest light I've ever seen in my 37 years of living this far. And it gets so bright, and then it like envelopes me or encompasses me. And before I know it, I'm in another world. And I'm in a world that's like purple. And it was so crazy because it on my birthday, my friend Kaylin had sent me a reading for me along with some channeled images, photos, and songs, music, okay? 2 of those photos looked eerily similar to the world that I was suddenly a part of and immersed in. I was the only one there, and everything was purple. Purple, 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 purple. And it was crazy. And so, yeah, and then, so that happened, okay? And I remember that same night, Kaylin had messaged me the day after about a dream that she had where we were talking to this like half human, half robot and like interrogating them, basically. And I remember having a similar dream after the one where I was in the world that was purple. But anyways, I literally felt like Alice in Wonderland. I literally feel like I was transported to Wonderland. But I know for a fact that it was another realm. And I know I'm a portal myself. So it doesn't surprise me because I've had so many crazy dreams. And she was talking about lucid dreaming. I recently saw something on the CIA website today having to do with them utilizing human subjects for lucid dreaming. But anyways, so I'm there, and it's all purple. And the next day, another one of my sisters reaches out to me and sends me something having to do with the CIA, a post having to do with the CIA. And then like the person had sent that to her, and the person that had the same experience as me at 4 a.m, seeing a bright light, it showed to them.
2003, the CIA released a classified document with the subject heading Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process, a process that utilizes audio frequencies to achieve brain hemisphere synchronization. In order to provide a thorough evaluation, the document covers the techniques of hypnosis, biofeedback, and transcendental meditation, thereby providing a modern scientific account of an ancient, guarded knowledge of mankind's spiritual potential. A potential that could save humanity from the mind control tactics being used to divide and enslave us.
Another thing is another article that I was drawn to on the CIA website the same day that I'd seen the yellow, blue, green post or article. I saw it was a drawing that someone remotely did of this. And the beginning drawing showed like, I can show you guys, but it showed shiny bright light, which had appeared at the same location to where I had seen it. And then it shows this thing. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it was literally happening real time. Then my friend messaging me what her friend had sent her having to do with the CIA, simulation theory, and how they saw at 4 a.m. a bright shining light that was acting like a portal. I can't make this shit up, you guys. I wish I could. I almost wish I could, because it'd be like far less freaky for me. But yeah, so that happened. And I have the messages to prove it. Like somehow I'll organize it and like insert it as I go with this reading or with this video. But yeah, there's that 22:33 just now on my clock, 22:32, which is 322. Yeah, March 22nd, the vernal equinox was a big day, and we're going into even bigger days. And April 1st is actually Happy New Year's, and they ain't fooling anyone, even though it's April Fool's Day. But yeah, that's going to be the new year. Starting spring, where everything comes to life. So yeah, it's freaking nuts. It's freaking nuts. It sounds crazy. It's not, though. This is literally what happened to me, and these things happen. These weird, freaky things happen all the time. And yeah, purple right now on the TV. I wish I could show you. I don't know if you can see it though. Everything's purple. I don't know if you could see that, but hopefully you could. Yeah, so then to go along with that, a day after that, the same sister that reached out to me that sent me her friend's CIA post and then his explanation of what happened to him at 4 a.m. that was the same as me, brought up some stuff having to do with Catherine of Aragon and Cromwell, Oliver Cromwell. And yeah, so that was a whole thing. And I have like in my phone from 2021, a dream that I had of this Professor Cromwell or something, and how he betrayed my parents. And in the dream, my mom's like a deer, and she's showing up as a deer because my mom's like a deer whisperer. And my friend that had messaged me this stuff about Catherine of Aragon is also a deer whisperer. But in the dream, she appears as this like deer representing her essence, my mom's essence. And this Professor Cromwell or whoever, Caldwell or whatever his name was in the dream, shoots the deer, which is my mom. And so, yeah, he basically betrayed my family. And then he kept like saying structuring, and he kept saying arbitrary aberration. And I remember writing that in my phone because I was like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, I didn't know what any of that meant. Well, my friend Kaylin says, you know, that purple world that you were talking about, there's this video game that I used to play all the time that has to do with like dragons and stuff. And one of the worlds is purple. She's like, tell me if any of these worlds like within this video look like what you saw. And they did. The purple one did. She pulls it up. The name of it is aberration. Arbitrary aberration. Aberration is the name of the purple world, the purple realm. What the fuck, you guys? Like, that was a dream that I had in frickin' 2021. Frickin' the night before I dreamt of it. Come to find out, the name is aberration. What the fuck? So tons of messages about dragons as well that I've had this week. Like, there's so much downloaded information that I'm so overwhelmed that I don't even know how to film a video about all this. But it's so significant and so important, and I had to share it. Because you know me and my synchronicities. Like when I go in, when they happen to me, it's like nonstop insane. Wow, this world looks like a purple world as well that she's walking through on a different planet. Spring 2023. You guys see what's happening? Like literally, it's like AI is fucking spying the shit out of me. But yeah, so just a lot having to do with that. And we're going to get into a reading because I'm so overwhelmed. Even just now talking about it, like today's been insane. And it was so funny because all day I'm like exposing the CIA, right? And finding all this stuff that they're doing on humans, like that I've known about forever. Because, you know, I've been talking about the Montauk Project forever. But even more so than that, like I'm going in really deep, right? The rabbit hole, like Alice. I'm going in really deep and I'm finding all this stuff and it's like happening. It's like unfolding in real time. It's just freaking crazy. It's freaking crazy, guys. It's just, I'm so overwhelmed, but it's great. But anyways, I hop on to Instagram and there's this hilarious post that Merlin Calling posted. And it said, when you just want to like Netflix and chill or watch TV and chill, but your girlfriend just wants to take over the government. And I'm like, that was me today. Like, it It was just too synchronistic. So I took a screenshot of that as well and reposted it because that was just way too funny. Because my husband was so annoyed. He's like, can you just like, because every like article that I was clicking on had some sort of relevance to what I had received this week. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He's like, can you be quiet? Like, I'm just trying to watch TV. And I'm like, I'm trying to take down the government. Like, do you not understand? Okay, so 6 of Gabriel here. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Yay, thank you. I needed that, Spirit, because I am so freaking overwhelmed. Medulla oblongata, they're saying on the TV. It's that movie with Adam Sandler. Happy Gilmore, or what is this one? I don't know, but it's just funny that the teacher's talking about that right now because my brain feels like kaput. But congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. See, I swear this is like happening in levels and layers. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. Okay, that's great. So if you've been noticing like you've been receiving a lot of downloads or messages and they're pointing you and you're solving puzzle pieces and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. That's the thing. Like if none of this makes sense to any of you guys or gals, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to personally share what I had gone through and I just thought it was really interesting. I've also been channeling tons of light beings and having a lot of light being increased activity the last few weeks. So if that's been happening for you too, like let me know, please. I would love to hear. 7 of Gabriel, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. Okay, so don't doubt like what is happening. Like that's why I'm talking about it, because I could simply just keep this all to myself and feel like I'm going fucking crazy, which some days I do, but I know for a fact that it's happening. And so like, I'm not afraid to talk about it because I'm not going to be afraid and cower anymore. Like I'm going to fucking tell you what I'm receiving and what is going on in order to help you all. Okay. Justice, fight for justice and equality. Yes. So this is like what I'm doing. I'm fighting for us. I'm fighting for freaking all of us. And like the fact that people don't believe that we're aliens when we're floating on a freaking rock in space, like just blows my freaking mind. If you're still asleep, I don't know how. I don't know how you're still asleep after everything that we've been through thus far. I don't know. I don't know how. But I'm fighting for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Yeah. And I have, if you guys even did doubt me, I have a team of freaking soul family that have literally been with me every step of the freaking way, that message me every freaking day, that have seen it freaking unfold in real time. So if you need any more proof, go take it up with them. Go take it up with them, because I'm telling you, they will tell you. They will freaking tell you, and you'll be like, oh shit. And I'll be like, yeah, see, told ya. Okay. Not that I care, but the Empress coming out. Okay, the Empress here. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. So a lot of you have some really abundant resources coming in. It's time to act upon your plans. We have nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice coming in. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. I feel like all this is about to change because this landed under the Justice card, which is bringing everything back to balance and serving those who actually deserve to receive it and taking from those who never deserved it. Literally those who went about it in a manipulative way to where it's not actually being of service. You're just literally feeding off of people. We have 7 of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of collaborations moving forward. Review all the details. Yeah, make sure you're reviewing the details, but there's a lot of like collaborations in the works coming forward that will just appear to you and come to you. You won't have to like go out searching for them. They're going to show up when they're meant for you because God's in charge. Insights that come from quiet meditation. I've had to do this a lot lately, which is why I haven't been posting as much either. I'm really in this energy of just receiving right now because that's how I'm in. I'm in the receiving mode, guys. Like it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. The need for more sleep, yeah, or time off, yes. and seek relief from stress. So there's definitely like a time for meditation, going within, lots of UFO activity around you, which could also be making you tired. And also receiving freaking UFOs at 4 a.m. will keep anyone tired. If you're being abducted at 4 a.m. Okay, 3 of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Yeah, they want you to write things down. Time to take the next step. I see a lot of travel for a lot of you. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Okay, and the last 2 cards here that I'm going to pull some more cards. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. Yeah, a lot of you have already done the work. A lot of you have. And for those that haven't, it's still okay. Like, this hard work is going to be fun for you. It's not going to feel hard, okay? The beautiful, a love for the beautiful things in life. Yeah, getting out in nature, look, rainbows. Rainbows has been the Rainbow Bridge, and rainbows has been a nonstop theme. It's just so crazy. Like, everything that's unfolding synchronicity wise, like I could talk about even more, but this video will be like 2 hours long. So I'm going to just stick to the cards right now. If you wanted to hear more or updates on what I've discovered this week, give this a like and leave me a comment down below. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, okay? Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So if you've been feeling this lack of self-confidence that's leading to indecisive energy, just release yourself from that energy. Go within, let go of things that don't serve you, detox your thoughts, like replace them with positive ones as much as possible, and let go of worry because it's not serving you. And you don't need to feel a lack of confidence because you're already confident. And they want you to embrace your inner child as well. New friends or rekindled relationships coming in, and children or childhood could be significant for some of you, especially embracing your inner child, okay? We're going to pull my magic new deck that I received on my solar return, which was my birthday, which was March 10th. I am like a triple Pisces, guys, and I have more Aries in my chart, more fire in my chart than Piscean energy, which... Guys, I'm just like an explosive force of nature, apparently. But we're going to pull from this magical Dayla New Oracle by Alexandra Bibak and Carol and Ashnazi. I can't pronounce that. But it was made in Italy. Italian studies. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Donkey skin. And I do not know what this is. I've seen this one in this deck, and I don't know what it is. So we're going to read it because I'm actually curious as well as to what this means. So there's the different languages. Okay, story. So my father had this crazy plan of marrying me. I tried to discourage him by asking for incredible dresses, among which a dress as bright as the sun. Guys, the UFO I saw was as bright as the sun. Oh, and I found out that the light years in another... So one of my friends sent me this video, one of the last lectures by Max Spiers, I believe is his name. And he's talking about the CIA and the different programs ran by the CIA. And in it, he's talking about how important the number 39 is and how they flip numerology numbers around in order to like feed off of that like distorted loop of energy from the numerology itself. He said 39 is a very significant number because the sun is 93 light years from Earth. 93, not light years, miles.
The Baal temples have been opened in Times Square and in Trafalgar Square. Now, if you look at Times Square, you have TS, and then you have Trafalgar Square, you have TS. Well, in basic numerology, TS is 39 as well. This is a very, very, very important number. 39 being important because 93 is the number of the sun, because we say that I'm not sure if I believe it, but it doesn't matter. The sun is said to be 93 million miles away. Now the sun is life-giving force. The sun is all life-giving and sustains us and grows us food and keeps us alive. So 39 would be a reversal of the sun. So we have TS and 39. So Baal is the sun would be Christ consciousness. Baal would be Luciferian consciousness. So they're using numerology to reverse around open these gates for 3 days to try and let Baal, this energy Baal, which is essentially Luciferian energy, in to continue the agenda.
Or 93 million billion, something, 93 million miles from the Earth, I'm pretty sure, is what he said. So yeah, there's another number, another one, and it showed up after I'd written all this down. Like, that's, and having to do with the CIA.
There was an influx of incarnations of higher vibrational beings coming down to this planet to try and change what's been going on here. So it's called Oak Tree because, I mean, they were looking for a number of different beings, but they were primarily looking for Lucifer. I suppose you could possibly call, I don't know this for a fact, but I suppose you could possibly call Lucifer maybe the Antichrist. I don't know. That's a possibility. And so they needed to make sure that they got that correct. If we go back 13,000 years, okay, which will take us to approximately 11,000 BC, let's say 11,000 BC, there was a very similar situation that is happening now, that was happening then. They track through Project Oak Tree to find these. I think there's only very few women who have these specific stargates, let's say 11 stargates in their wombs. And they found those and they tracked those. The parallel project for the females, the females were born in the 80s, and the males were born in the 70s. And I don't know why. This was primarily an MI6 project, but it was called MI7 Zygote. It was called the MI7 Zygote Project. We'll talk about MI5 and MI6. MI5 would be the UK that takes care of what happens in the UK. MI6 would be the international that takes care of international. But what most people don't know is there is MI1 to MI9 all the way through. Project Paperclip. I don't know if people understand or.
Good luck.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. I have never done a presentation this way, so.
Dzień dobry, witam Państwa. Jest to dla mnie przyjemność, że mogę być tutaj z Wami. Wcześniej nie robiłem prezentacji w ten sposób.
This has been the biggest audience really I've spoken to about such personal things, but I feel it needs to be addressed now because it's coming to a climax. This 2016 year, everything is sort of climaxing now, and it needs to be addressed imminently. The build-up over the last 6 months coming to Poland has been tumultuous, to say the least. I have been under psychic attack, under astral attack, and under physical attack to stop me from coming to Warsaw to be able to convey this information to you. I think what it is and what specifically why the attacks have been over these last 2 to 3 months is because of not the technical things that I'm going to address, not because of those technical things. It's because I'm going to lay out what the war is about and why it's going on. And if the people understand and know why it's going on and what it's about, then that gives the ability of the people to be able to stop it from happening.
Like, I'm telling you, shit is crazy. Okay, so This dress that glows as bright as the sun, just like the light I saw that abducted me. As he could provide them, I asked for his magical gold producer donkey skin, and when he provided it too, I escaped, disguised in the same donkey skin. Eventually, I found a prince. My father married another woman. I could shine again in my beautiful dresses, and everything went well at last. My message is you have run away far too long, hiding yourself from the world. I got this message in my last Arcturian reading. Let yourself be seen. So you finally are. You finally are. You weren't allowing people to see the true you. You weren't allowing people to like see your vulnerable sides. You weren't allowing people to like even just see you in the physicality. Maybe you were in a really strong hermit mode. Okay. But now you're stepping out of that, you're stepping out of your shell, and you're allowing yourself to be seen and heard and recognized is what I'm hearing. So that's really exciting for you Arcturian starseeds, and any starseeds watching, you can be from any star system. This is just a transmission from the Arcturian. Guys, I cannot make it up. You have run away far too long, hiding yourself from the world, feeling ashamed and lonely, disguising your true feelings, your true face, and your true beauty. There is nothing to fear anymore. You don't need to put on an ugly skin anymore. A time of radiance is beginning for you. Dare to show your true colors. Put on your brightest outfit and shine like a sun. Light fits you so well. And I got the message, Here Comes the Sun, as the title for my twin flame reading that was like right before my Arcturian reading. Also having to do with the sun and the solar flashes and all of that. And that was before my abduction experience. And now I'm filming this now, and now it's all adding up. Okay. After your readings, please make sure to store your deck in a safe place. Okay, this is talking about, okay, so if you want to re-energize yourself, place your tales in a collection book for a whole night and let the energy of the written lines infuse your deck. So they're saying here, if after your readings, make sure to store your deck in a safe place. If you want to re-energize your deck, place it upon a tales collection book for a whole night and let the energy of the written lines infuse your deck. They're telling me here they want you to write your tale and maybe like, or synchronicities that you've been receiving, write them down and then infuse your tarot deck by placing it on the lines of the writings and synchronicities that you've written down to charge your deck with that energy that is like acknowledging that the universe has shown you that, and you're showing the universe back as a reflection to what they've shown you as a validity and like a support to the universe. Can you imagine what that's going to provide for you in your readings going forth? Like, this is huge information, and I'm sure this is information you aren't receiving anywhere else on the internet. And if you feel that is true, give this video a like, leave me a comment below, and share the video, and also subscribe to my channel. You support me by subscribing, guys. You support me by subscribing, because this algorithm is literally AI, which is satanic, which means that any channel that it's literally promoting with a huge following is probably a satanic one, unfortunately, because that's what the AI algorithms are ran off of, and that's what they're promoting. If you think of the 13 families and who's in charge, who are they promoting? Stars, celebrities. Who are the real stars? Us. Literally doesn't matter either way, but I'm just saying, if you want to support me, please subscribe. Let's see what else we get. Emerald City, guys. Emerald fucking City. Oh my fucking God. I just turned to the Little Mermaid. But let's go to Emerald City. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to Emerald City. Holy shit, you guys. Okay, my story. Here I stand at the end of the yellow brick road in the magical land of Oz. I can't fucking make it up. Here I am in aberration in the purple realm. Am I made of real emeralds? That is not the point, my dear. I am the place where the great Wizard of Oz lives. I am the place where anything is possible. I am the place where Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion got their rewards. I am the end of the quest, the time of celebration. I am the city of wonders, to be found beyond the rainbows. Guys, Ariel, the Little Mermaid here with the rainbow. Emerald City, the rainbow. The rainbows. Oh, we can spin rainbows. I can't. My message. The road was long and sometimes perilous, but look at yourself now. Look at yourself now. You have reached your goal and you have made your way to your Emerald City. Guys, round of fucking applause. This time should be one of celebration and reward. You ought to be so freaking proud. I added freaking. You ought to be so freaking proud of what you've done. You should rest a little and congratulate yourself. The adventure will go on for sure. But for now, enjoy your achievements, for they are truly amazing. Train. Confirmation. Fucking Emerald City, guys. The land beyond the fucking rainbows. Ariel, the Little Mermaid. The page before this is Dorothy and the frickin' blue fairy Mary Poppins here. And I had just literally, I can't make it up. What page is Ariel? 17, which 1 plus 7 is the same as Andromeda with the 17. And the 1 plus 7 is 8, which is infinity. They're saying go to a brighter sea and trust yourself. And take time to freaking congratulate yourself, because like you freaking did it. You solved the fucking puzzle. I've solved so many puzzles this week that it's literally freaking mind-blowing. I can't even like begin to talk on even just a smidgen of it, because I'll be here for all day. I will be here all day. So we're going to pull a couple more cards for y'all, because I feel like this energy is so potent and I feel like it's really important. Also, if you wanted a personal reading with me, they're freaking activating as hell. They're freaking activating as heaven. They are so activating. They are so informative. They are so detailed, and they are so accurate. And you can check out all my reviews on my Etsy shop. It's Kimberkiss Readings. Kimberkiss Readings, all one word. The direct link to that shop, to my Etsy shop, is down in the description box below and also pinned in the comments. I would be more than honored to do a reading for you. I will be having some more Twin Flame readings coming soon. I had to do like some sort of updated reading today because, like I said, the information and the downloads are so intense. And if you're a starseed, I can guarantee you are if you're here right now. Big changes coming, okay? Celebrations are coming. You're going to be noticed, is what I'm hearing. There's going to be like a lot of respect incoming for you. Look, the Little Mermaid. Literally, this card reminds me of the Little Mermaid. This says the romantic. There could be some sort of romantic option here for you. Someone that really respects you. You respect them. They've been here with you on your journey this whole time. They have a lot of passion for you. You've really opened your eyes up. This person's helped you open your eyes. They've helped you see through illusions. They've helped you see the true leader that you are, despite what everyone around you has told you. There's big changes coming in. I'm talking like, and you know, we hear this all the time with tarot readings. If you watch tarot readings, you might hear this all the time, but I am telling you, there are huge changes coming. So get excited, celebrate yourself, and you'll be ready for the next energy coming in. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Like I said, if you wanted a Starseed Origins reading with me, they're my most popular readings. I channel where you came from, which stars, and what characteristics you hold because of this. 4334 just now on my clock. They are my most favorite readings. Those are my babies. They are, and you're going to be like, holy cow, you get so much information with those readings. Even the half hour, it's like they always go over, but they're so fucking informative. Like, you're going to be like, holy shit, there's a whole bunch of information we get with those, and they're just life-changing. They really are life-changing. I also channel light beings. Let me see if I have one in my notebook that I can show you. I channel light beings with light language and channel like messages. So if you get a channel light being drawing with me, it's going to be colored. We're going to channel it. You'll get the picture, and you'll also get a moving video with that, with activations in it, light language, and a channeled psychic message, and a message about the being of light that I channeled for you. Okay. Also, is there anything else? Yeah, Twin Flame. If you're interested in a Twin Flame reading, those are also huge ones. Also, the divinely channeled messages, like with the Once Upon a Time video previous to this one, I believe it's like maybe 4 or 5 videos down from this one, with the music and the bubbles that I channel directly from your divine masculine or divine feminine. Those are huge as well. Like, just check out my Etsy shop, see what you're drawn to. All my timeless readings, I have like 20 pre-recorded 1-hour timeless readings on there that were filmed during galactic activation portals. They are so fucking activating. What do I have? I have the Arcturian, the Palladian, the Diamond Mine, the Rainbow Portal, the Fairyland, the Mermaid Land, the Island Whispers, There's so many, there's 20 different ones. The Lemurian, the Atlantean, they're so fucking powerful, you guys. And I've gotten so much amazing feedback from those ones. So check those out as well. And yeah, just trust what you're drawn to. There's meditations on there. There's song albums. There's light language activations, crystal healings, you name it, it's on there. Just trust what you're drawn to, though. Whatever you're immediately drawn to is meant for you, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you so much again for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Share this video out with anyone that you think would benefit from these messages and activations. I promise there's plenty in here. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye now. Love you guys.